back to our channel. So today we are going to be talking about some of our favorite products from Colourpop. Everybody knows who Colourpop is, what they are. They're a great affordable makeup brand.
Super affordable.
And some of our favorite YouTubers have collabed with them. Kathleen Lights.
And Karen from I don't know how to say it.
I know, I never know how to say that and I always feel so bad. But we do have some of their products and their collabs to talk about, so we wanted to mention them. So I'm going to dive right in. And we'll talk about Kathleen's collab with them for Aquarius first. Aquarius was a color that she first created in the lippy stick form, and then this past year for her birthday they actually came out with a gloss, a matte lip, and a satin lip. And it's just a really pretty, very neutral, browny, pinky, universal shade. Yeah. We actually talked a lot about this in our Kathleen collab, so if you want to see swatches of these colors, go watch that video because it's kind of redundant if we swatch them again. But this is my all-time most used Colourpop lip or lip in general. I love all of the Aquarius products. I literally, like, if I'm looking for just a natural lip that day, I'll use the lippy stick. If I want something more matte and obviously gonna last longer, I go for the matte or the satin lip. And I don't really use a lot of gloss, but when I do, I definitely reach for this one because I think it's a great universal shade. You can wear it over anything, and I really like that about it. So, oh, yay Kathleen, I love you.
Yay. So I guess we'll talk about Karen from I Love Sarai. I don't know, whenever I hear people say it, it sounds so beautiful, and for whatever reason, like, I just can't get it to come out of my mouth sounding as beautiful as it's supposed to, so I feel like I just shouldn't even say it because it's just not cool. But she came out with 2 of the pressed shadow quads. I only have one of them, but I'll show it to you. They're just really pretty. I love this, like, pinky, like, shimmery shade. It's so pretty. It swatches gorgeous. So I really love that shade. And then she also did a glossy lip in Curvy.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Which is pretty. It's a little on the peachy side for me, but I bought it anyway because it just looks so pretty to everyone else.
It looks so pretty, so I had to have it.
That's how I roll.
Okay, so another thing that I love from Colourpop is their new pressed shadows, and they're actually all in my Z palette. I only have a few, but I really want to expand my collection, and then these are just like random shadows at the bottom, so we're just gonna like not talk about them. So I have these 5 shadows here, so the top 3 and then these 2 are from their Valentine's Day collection, and those are the first pressed shadows that I ever bought from them. They are, I'll just read them off to you. This one is Going Steady, and it's this beautiful like purpley maroon color. And then I have, trying not to dig my fingers in these, Pinky Promise, which is like this purpley, this one's sparkly. It's very, very pretty. They're kind of very similar in shade and tone, but one of them is matte and one of them is glittery. And then I have another glitter, and this is Come and Get It. And this is what this looks like. It's shimmery pink. It's kind of a little duochromy. It's like, it shifts gold and pink, so I really like that one. I love popping that one in the center of my lid. And then this one is called Dreamboat. This is what this one looks like. And this is like the perfect like crease transition shade, I think, at least. I really like using that one. And then this one is called Pretty Cruel, which is a weird name for a Valentine's Day eyeshadow. And this one isn't like their typical shimmer shade. This one is matte, but it has a little bit of sparkle in it. So it's kind of a different, I don't really know how to explain it. This is just another purple. And then I have Issues, and this is a nice creamsicle kind of shade. I saw Kathleen use this in her crease ones, and I was like, I have to have that. So I bought this one. I actually haven't played with that one that much, but I'm hoping in the summertime now I will play with it more. And then from their new collection that came out this summer, I have Beach Blanket, and it's just a little bit darker than Issues, but it's on that creamsicle-y, peachy kind of shade range. And then I also have Saltwater, which is a glittery, metallic-y version. It's a peachy again. I think those colors are going to be great for summer. I just love their eyeshadows because they're so inexpensive, they're so pigmented. I'll swatch a few. I'll swatch the 2 new ones from their collection, their summer collection. So that's what they look like. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But they're really pigmented. There's no fallout whatsoever. They're super easy to blend. So I think some of their shadows are some of the best right now on the market. And they're obviously so easy to just put in a Z palette and travel with. So I really like those. and I hope they keep expanding the line because I want to collect all of them.
So staying on in the eye category, this next product might seem a little bit silly, but it's something that I definitely reach for and grab all the time. And it is this nude eyeliner, and this is in the shade Honey Dude. And it's just, honestly, you can tell I've used it a lot because it's like kind of, like it doesn't go, it like stays up. I mean, it's no point in even swatching it because it's literally just nude. But I love putting this in my waterline to kind of give you that like sort of bright eye, like awakens look. And I feel like that's something that you don't necessarily want to spend a ton of money on. Like I've seen a lot of people use like a NARS one or one from MAC. And I was excited when I found this one from Colourpop because I'm like, oh, that's perfect. It's super affordable, but it stays in my waterline. It's nice and soft, so it's like easy to put in there. It's not like too hard or crumbly or anything. It just glides right on, and yeah, I really like it.
I love their eyeliners as well. I have Mr. Bing, which I think is another Kathleen Light's fave or a collab, I don't know. But it's this beautiful like warm brown shade, and there's the creamiest eyeliners I've ever used, and they stay on pretty well too.
Yeah.
So they're great. Yep. So the next thing is another Kathleen collab that we also talked about in that video, and it is Where the Light Is. And this is the eyeshadow quad that she created with them. They're all Super Shock shadows. If you want to see them swatched, you can head over to that video. But it comes with Glow, Cornelius, Kathleen Lights, and Blaze. And their Super Shock shadows, I think, are some of the most interesting eyeshadows I've ever used in my life.
Very unique formula.
The texture of the formula, but they're really great. And I love that you get 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in here. There's like a bronzy gold, a golden matte metallic, and then there's a matte crease shade in here, and then this like brow bone highlight. So I think she really covered all of her bases, and you can really make a beautiful look with this.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my go-tos. Is, and if I'm traveling, I like to grab that with me. I'll bring that with me instead of grabbing like a big eyeshadow palette, and I feel like I love the look that I can get using those. So I'm going to talk about the Colourpop Lip Basics, 2 of my favorite shades. The first one is the shade Bounds, and I watched Jaclyn Hill use this in a video, and then I needed to own it, but it's just pink. It's a really pretty pink. On me, I feel like on her it looked a little more neutral. On me, the pink really pops because I have so much pink like in my skin, but it's pretty for like spring or summer. I love the texture of these on my lips. They're not sticky, they're not drying, they feel very soft, they're very lightweight. They're not super long lasting because they don't dry down like matte or anything like that, but they just feel really nice. And then I actually just got a new shade called Toy, which I want to say I bought this when it was 20% off in the Good Buy, so I don't know if you can get it anymore, but this looks like a true nude, so I'm pretty excited about that because I love like nuded out lips. I just really like that look.
So I also have a lippy stick to talk about, and this is another one of my favorites. Aquarius and this is Lumineer are my 2 favorite lippy sticks. So this is more like a neutrally pink shade, kind of similar to Bound, but a little deeper, I think. That's what it looks like.
Not as bright, maybe.
Yeah. And I love when you just want a pop of color to throw these on your lips, and they're really great. They're moisturizing, but it's still good color, like it's not very sheer or anything, so I really like this one as well as Aquarius, my top 2 favorite lippy sticks. Thank you, Kathleen, because I'm pretty sure I bought this because of you as well.
And then one of my other favorite lip products is, this is the Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Fairy Floss. I think I saw Kathleen use it in a look. This is just, I mean, honestly, it's a really kind of basic nudie pink gloss. It doesn't have a ton of pigment to it, but I think it just looks pretty if you're going for that really natural, like high shine glossy look. This is perfect. It kind of gives me vibes from the Buxom White Russian.
Oh,
that's like kind of what it reminds. Like the reason I haven't bought that yet is because every time I swatch it in the store, I'm like, it really just reminds me of Colourpop Fairy Floss, which I already own, and even if I didn't own it, is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the best things about Colourpop too, is how inexpensive it is, but they're still great products.
Yeah.
So love them. But okay, so my next product to talk about is actually a collab with Alexis Ren. And I did not know who she was before this collab, but after this collab I was like, oh, I need to know who this is because these products are amazing. So this is the Topaz Pressed Powder Highlight and Bronzer palette in Golden Moment is the bronzer, and She's Here to Stay is the highlight. And I cannot get this open. I do not know why. Okay. So this is what it looks like. The bronzer is definitely very warm toned, so I think I'm going to get so much more use out of this in the summer. I love the way it looks on my skin even in the wintertime, but I think it's going to look even better during the summer when I have a little bit of a tan. And the highlighter as well, like it's just this very pretty like golden champagne color. I love these powders. Oh my gosh.
They're so soft.
They're so soft. So they're both hot, very pigmented. This is the highlight and the bronzer's right next to it. But they're super easy to blend. I mean, Colourpop really just knows how to do powder products, or even just like, I can't even call them creams because they're not even really creams. I don't even know what they are. But they're kind of that in between, and I think their formula is really amazing, and I love this palette so much.
This one, the first time they released it, it sold out.
Yes.
Like really fast. Like we went to go buy it and it was already sold out. And then luckily they re-released it, so we were able to get it the second time around. And I think you can get it now. I don't know if it's like permanent or but it's on there. So
they keep most of their collabs around for a pretty long time. So like Kathleen's, her original collabs came out a few years ago, and they're still out there.
Yeah. So I have another face palette. This was from when Colourpop did their like kind of monochromatic collection, and there was like a sand, pink, and then like a peachy one, right?
Yeah.
So this is from the pink one. Shocking.
Shocking.
And it's called Done Deal, and it is a blush and a highlighter, and the blush is Above and Beyond, and the highlighter is called Made Me Do It, and this is what they look like. So pink, very pink, right up my alley. I'll swatch them for you. There's the blush and the highlight. The pink is bright, but if you use like a nice fluffy blush brush, you can get like that kind of nice diffused color, and the highlight is just gorgeous. I don't know. I love those, like they remind me of like rosé champagne. Like that's that, like which is like my other that rose gold look. That's my other favorite thing in life. So this is really great, and I think I'll probably use this a lot in the summer too, because I love like a nice like kind of like bright pink blush.
So my last Colourpop fave is Super Shock Shadow in the color Lala, and it's this beautiful like golden, peachy, shimmery, metallic-y shade, and I love just popping this on in the summer and nothing else. Like I just put this all over my lid and I'm good to go. And I just love this color so much. I love, love, love the formula of their Super Shock Shadows. It's unlike anything that I've ever used before, and I think they're great, especially the metallics, to just like pop on the lid and go out the door. So this is definitely a staple in my makeup in the summer and springtime, where I want to do lighter makeup. I don't want to sit there and blend for 20 minutes. So I just pop this on the lid, buff it out a little bit, and I'm good to go. So I love, love, love this shade.
My last product is the Super Shock Cheek highlighters. And much like the Super Shock Shadows, they're just a really unique formula. They're not really a cream, but not a powder. They sort of lie somewhere in between.
If anybody has a word for them or knows what they describe their formula as, please let us know in the comments, because I would love to know.
You can call it like Crowder.
Yeah.
Like cream and powder. So I have it in 2 shades. The shade I reach for the most is probably this one called Smoke and Whistles. And I think they're best applied with actually your finger. It's hard to really, because of that sort of creaminess, it's hard to get a good application with a brush. So I like my finger, but that's Smoke and Whistles. So pretty.
It's really pretty.
It has like a pink undertone to it, but like
Why she likes it.
Yeah, but it's not pink. Like you don't look at it and go, oh, that's pink. But there's like a coolness to it that I really like. And this one's called Bunch Money, which I haven't used this one a ton because it's definitely more gold.
Oh yeah, you can totally tell.
When you see them side by side, you can see like one, and then like you don't. I feel like you look at Smoke and Whistles and you don't go, oh, that's pink. But then when you see it next to gold, you're like, oh,
yeah, that's pink.
That's pink. So that's why I really like it. It's like subtly pink.
So that is all of our Colourpop favorites. I'm sure there will be more to come because they're always releasing new products, and there's already more stuff that I want to try.
That's the reason I'm broke.
Pretty much.
Always having new stuff coming out.
Because their stuff is cheap, but it adds up very quickly when you're buying 20 eyeshadows.
Yeah.
But let us know what your favorite Colourpop products are in the comments below.
And yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up so that we know that you love these types of videos.
But thank you for joining us today, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!
Bye.